Friends, fellow travelers on the journey of love. Today, I want to explore a question that has haunted hearts and minds for generations. Why do we, as women, so often find ourselves taking immense risks in the name of love? It's a question that lives in the late-night conversations between friends, in the silent moments of reflection after a broken promise, and in the universal narrative of a love story that almost was. We are taught from a young age that love is a reward, a prize to be won through patience and perseverance. We are told that our worth is in our ability to be chosen, to be loved, to be the one a man finally settles down for. But this is where the narrative becomes dangerous, because it sets the stage for a profound and often painful misunderstanding of our own emotional risk. We are not just seeking love, we are seeking to validate our very existence through it. Think about it. We are not just taking a risk on a man, we are taking a risk on a story that has been whispered to us since childhood. The story of the beautiful heroine who finally gets her happily ever after. The story of a love that transcends all obstacles, all pain, and all logic. This is not just a fantasy, it is an emotional blueprint, a deep-seated belief that our greatest test of character, our most profound act of courage, will be found in the crucible of a difficult love. This is the great deception. We believe that we are taking risks for love, but in reality we are taking risks for hope. The hope that this man will be different. The hope that our love will be enough to change him. The hope that the potential we see in him will finally become a reality. We are in love with the idea of a beautiful future, even when the present is painful. We are addicted to the almost, to the could be, and to the tantalizing possibility that we are on the verge of a breakthrough. We are not just taking risks, we are gambling with our hearts, betting on a future that is not guaranteed. The dark side of this risk-taking is that it often takes the form of a mission to fix, to save, to heal a broken man. We are drawn to the emotionally unavailable, the inconsistent, and the man with a painful past. We believe that if we can just be patient enough, forgiving enough, and loving enough, we can finally heal him, and in this act of service, we believe we will finally be seen and validated in return. But this is a dangerous and ultimately empty role. You cannot heal someone else's wounds without sacrificing your own well-being. You are not a fixer, you are a partner. And the moment you take on the job of healing another person, you are no longer in a relationship with a man. You are in a relationship with a mission you will never ever complete, because the only person who can heal his wounds is him. This cycle of risk-taking, of hoping and of mission-driven love, is not just an emotional pattern, it is a profound testament to our deep-seated need to find meaning in our lives. We are not just taking a risk on a man, we are taking a risk on our own sense of purpose. We believe that if we can just win this love, if we can just prove our worth through our unwavering faith, then we will finally be whole. But the truth is, we are already whole, we are already worthy, and the love we have been searching for, the love that can truly heal us, is the love we give to ourselves. The greatest risk we can ever take is not on a man, but on our own beautiful, courageous, and authentic selves. This is the beginning of our journey into the heart of this matter. In our next conversation, we will explore the powerful psychological forces that drive this risk-taking behavior, and we will begin to understand the true source of our emotional courage. In our last discussion, we began to explore the question of why women take risks in love. We touched on the idea that these risks are not just about a man, but about a deep-seated desire for validation and a powerful belief in a romantic blueprint. Today, I want to take you deeper into the psychological heart of this matter. We're going to talk about the psychology of hope and the profound, often painful, role it plays in our romantic lives. Hope is a powerful, beautiful force. It is what allows us to endure hardship, to strive for a better future, and to believe in the possibility of change. But when hope is misplaced, when it is attached to a fantasy rather than a reality, it becomes a dangerous addiction, an emotional poison. This is the great risk we take in love. We become addicted to the potential of a man, and in the process we lose touch with the reality of who he is. Think about the men we are often drawn to, the ones who are emotionally inconsistent, the ones who are hot and cold, the ones who are a little bit mysterious and a little bit distant. These men don't just happen to be the ones we choose. They are a perfect match for a nervous system that is addicted to hope. When a man is inconsistent, it creates a powerful sense of emotional scarcity. We are always waiting for the good part to come back, for the moment of connection and affection to reappear, and in that moment of relief, our bodies release a powerful cocktail of hormones, dopamine and oxytocin, that create a deep sense of attachment. We mistake that relief for love. We believe that the good times are worth the pain. We are not addicted to the man. We are addicted to the cycle of emotional deprivation and relief. This is the very essence of trauma bonding. It is an unhealthy attachment that forms in a relationship with a cyclical pattern of abuse and affection. The abuse is not always physical. It can be emotional, verbal, or psychological. It can be the silent treatment, the gaslighting, the emotional manipulation, and after a period of pain or distance, he will give you a moment of kindness, a flash of affection, a glimmer of the man you want him to be, and in that moment your heart, starved for connection, will release a powerful sense of relief and hope. You mistake that hope for love. You believe that the good times are worth the pain. You are not addicted to the man. You are addicted to the powerful high of relief that comes after the low of the pain. The dark side of this love story is that it is a love story with a ghost. You are not in a relationship with a man. You are in a relationship with the unhealed parts of yourself. The anger you feel toward him is the anger you have toward yourself for not leaving. The sadness you feel is the deep grief for a love that never was. He is a mirror reflecting back to you your deepest wounds and your most profound fears. He is not a villain. He is a perfect match for your unhealed story. And until you are willing to face that ghost, until you are willing to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I am the one who needs to be healed, you will continue to be drawn to the very people who can't give you what you need. The risk then is not in the love we give, but in the love we withhold from ourselves. We are so busy pouring our love and energy into a man who cannot receive it, that we have nothing left for ourselves. We sacrifice our own needs, our own desires, our own happiness, all in the desperate hope that he will finally see us. We are not just taking risks on a man, we are taking risks with our own sense of identity. We become so focused on his needs, his moods, his potential, that we completely lose touch with our own desires. We become an emotional chameleon, changing our colors to match whatever he needs us to be, and in that process, we forget who we were to begin with. This is the great painful truth. The familiar chaotic love story is not about him, it is about you. And the moment you realize that, the moment you are willing to take responsibility for your own healing, is the moment you can finally begin to write a new, more beautiful story. It is the moment you stop looking for love outside of yourself and you start to find it within. It is the moment you realize that you are the one you have been waiting for all along. The journey to a healthy love begins not with a man, but with a woman who is willing to look into her own darkness and shine a light on the truth. And that is the bravest and most beautiful act of all. We have traveled to the very heart of the matter. We have confronted the romantic blueprint that guides our choices, and we have understood the profound psychological reasons we are drawn to the same painful story. But now we are at a crossroad. We have seen the shadow. Now how do we step into the light? The path forward is not a grand dramatic moment of transformation. It is a quiet, deliberate, and deeply personal practice of self-love and self-respect. The first step is to recognize that the greatest risk you can ever take is not on a man, but on your own beautiful, courageous, and authentic self. This is the risk of choosing yourself, of putting your own needs, your own happiness, and your own well-being first. It is the risk of walking away from a love that is hurting you, even when you are terrified of being alone. It is the risk of setting a boundary, of speaking your truth, and of saying, this is not okay with me, even when your entire nervous system is screaming at you to be silent. This is the most profound act of courage you can ever perform. This act of self-love is not selfish. It is a powerful form of emotional alchemy. When you start to choose yourself, you begin to vibrate at a new frequency. You are no longer broadcasting a signal of unworthiness or a desperate need to be loved. Instead, you are broadcasting a signal of wholeness, peace, and self-respect. And because you are a human tuning fork, the universe will begin to respond with a perfect match. The love that finds you now will feel completely different. It won't feel like a jolt of electricity or a heart-pounding emergency. It will feel like a deep, abiding sense of peace. It will feel in the most profound and gentle way, like coming home. This new love will not require you to prove your worth. It will not ask you to change, to shrink, or to silence your voice. The man who arrives is not a project to be fixed, but a partner who is whole in his own right. He will be a mirror, but this time he will reflect back to you the beautiful, authentic woman you have become. His kindness will feel real, not a tactic. His presence will feel consistent, not a fleeting luxury. His love will be a quiet, steady flame, not a consuming fire fueled by drama. And here is where the old blueprint will try one last desperate attempt to pull you back. It will whisper, This is boring. Where is the spark? Where is the intensity? It will compare this new, gentle love to the wild, chaotic highs of the past, mistaking anxiety for passion. It's a trick of the mind. The absence of drama feels dull to a nervous system that has been conditioned to live on high alert. The profound peace feels quiet to a heart that has been listening for the sound of a storm. You will have to make a conscious choice to sit with that quietness and learn to see it for what it is, the most beautiful and precious gift of all. This new kind of love is a celebration, not a compromise. You are no longer trying to earn his affection. You are simply receiving the affection that you have always deserved. This is a fundamental shift in your entire approach to love. It is no longer a transaction, but a resonance. You are not trying to get him to see you. He already sees you. You are not trying to get him to love you. He already does. The man who is a match for this new version of you does not see a project. He sees a partner. He is not attracted to your brokenness. He is attracted to your strength, your courage, and your beautiful, authentic self. He is a man who can meet you, not a man who needs to be fixed. The final act of this journey is to embrace the full, beautiful reality of this love. It is to learn to trust it, to lean into it, and to release the old protective armor that you have worn for so long. It is to allow yourself to be vulnerable, not from a place of fear, but from a place of strength, because you now know, with absolute certainty, that your worth is not tied to a man's ability to love you. The foundation of your happiness is now built from within, and this new love is simply the beautiful roof on a house you have already built for yourself. You have given yourself the gift of a different story, and now you have a partner who is grateful to be a co-author. We have arrived at the end of our journey, a journey that has taken us into the very heart of why we take risks in love, and more importantly, why we must stop. The final, most profound truth is this: the greatest love story you will ever experience is the one you write with yourself. It is the story of a woman who is willing to look at her own pain, to confront her own shadows, and to love herself back to wholeness. This journey is not about finding the perfect man. It is about becoming the whole woman. A whole woman does not attract a project. She attracts a part. A whole woman does not need a man to feel worthy. She already knows her value. A whole woman does not have to compromise her truth. She stands in her power, radiating a love that is so profound and so secure that it attracts a man who is worthy of. The romantic risks we have taken in the past were not failures. They were lessons. They were profound, painful, and ultimately necessary guideposts, pointing us back to the parts of ourselves that needed to be healed. The pain was not a punishment. It was a signal, an undeniable call to action. And the courage you found in those moments of risk, that courage was always yours. You simply had to become aware of the story you were living and choose to write a new one. This new story is not a fantasy. It is real, and it is here for you in all its quiet, gentle, and beautiful power. You have not just changed the person you attract, you have changed who you are, and that is a love that will truly last a lifetime. You have found the most profound and authentic love of all, a love that exists from within, and a love that celebrates the magnificent, whole and beautiful woman you have finally become. It is a love that does not just repeat the past, but truly fulfills your future. And as you begin to walk this new path, I want you to remember one final powerful truth: the risk of being loved for who you truly are, with all your beautiful flaws and your magnificent strengths, is the greatest risk of all. It is the risk of allowing yourself to be seen, to be known, to be loved not for the person you could be, but for the beautiful, courageous woman you are right now. This is a risk that is worth taking, and it is a risk that will reward you with a love that is more beautiful and more profound than any story you have ever been told. So take that risk, choose yourself, and let your beautiful love story begin.